刘培元的英文教室经典演说篇第136集，我们回顾第54集所以这集念得短一点欢迎赞助请分别订阅我的15个 YouTube 频道。这一篇呢是核子武器时代的和平是这个写了狭义相对论跟广义相对论，所以相对论它分2次，中间隔了一段时间爱因斯坦德国人，但是犹太裔后来变美国人因为从德国2次大战逃到美国。 Peace in the Atomic Era， 我们一个句子黑色的字，一个句子红色的字比较清楚然后绿字是动词主句的动词子句的不算当然这个有些演说他们演讲稿找不到或者没有拿到，所以网络上摘出来的可能是就是人家听了以后把它摘出来，所以有些句子怪怪的就是可能是这个原因。比如有些句子它没有动词不管，反正主要是我们看懂意思就好像美国总统的讲稿大概就比较没问题，因为他讲稿会公布像这一篇可能就是没有拿到讲稿所以是听写上面有一些问题小问题啦，大致上 OK 了我们来念一下，因为回顾嘛，但是意思我们在前面都讲过，所以你要是意思不太懂的话，有需要你就回去看原来那一集。I'm grateful to you for the opportunity to express my conviction in this most important political question. The idea of achieving security through national armament is, at the present state of military technique, a disastrous illusion. On the part of the United States, this illusion has been particularly fostered by the fact that this country succeeded first in producing an atomic bomb. The belief seemed to prevail that in the end it was possible to achieve decisive military superiority. In this way, any potential opponent would be intimidated, and security, so ardently desired by all of us, brought to us and all of humanity. The maxim which we have been following during these last 5 years has been, in short, security through superior military power, whatever the cost. The mechanistic, technical, military, psychological attitude had inevitable consequences. Every single act in foreign policy is governed exclusively by one viewpoint. How do we have to act in order to achieve utmost superiority over the opponent in case of war? Establish military bases at all possible strategically important points on the globe. 这个不是动词。Arming and economic strengthening of potential allies. Within the country, concentration of tremendous financial power in the hands of militarization of youth, close supervision of the loyalty of the citizens, in particular of the civil servants, by a police force growing more conspicuous every day. Intimidation of people in independent political thinking. Indoctrination of the public by radio, press, school. Growing restriction of the range of public information under the pressure of military secrecy. The armament race between the USA and the USSR, originally supposed to be a preventive measure, assumes hysterical character. On both sides, the means to mass destruction are perfected with feverish haste behind the respective walls of secrecy. The H-bomb appears on the public horizon is a probably attainable goal. Its accelerated development is being solemnly proclaimed by the President. If successful, radioactive poisoning of the atmosphere and hence annihilation of any life on Earth has been brought within the range of technical possibilities. The ghost-like character of this development lies in its apparently compulsory trend. The every step appears as the avoidable consequence of the preceding one. In the end, there begins more and more clearly general annihilation. Is there any way out of this impasse created by man himself? All the those, and particularly those who are responsible for the attitude of the U.S. and the USSR, should realize that we may have vanquished an external enemy, and have been incapable of getting rid of the military created by the war. It is impossible to achieve peace as long as every single action taken with a possible future conflict in view. The leading point of view of all political action should therefore be, what can we do to bring about a peaceful coexistence and even loyal cooperation of our nations? The first problem is to do away with mutual fear and distrust. Solemn renunciation of violence, not only with respect to means of mass destruction, is undoubtedly unnecessary. Such renunciation, however, can only be effective if at the same time a supranational judicial and executive body is set out in power to decide questions of immediate concern to the security of nations. Even a declaration of nations to collaborate loyally in the realization of such a restricted world government will considerably reduce the imminent danger of war. In the last analysis, every kind of peaceful cooperation among men is primarily based on mutual trust and only secondly on institutions such as courts of justice and police. This house for nations as well as for individuals, and the basis of trust is loyal give and take. 所以这一篇是也算高瞻远瞩啊，表达他一个对二次大战之后冷战美苏关系的一些要确保世界和平的一个看法这是我目前15个 YouTube 频道都在这里各有难度，不同难度及实用性大家参考一下尽可能帮我按15个订阅这一集回顾到这里。